because they were doing inspections. And he turns around and he looks at his other person that stays in the room, and he's like, he said, I am just gonna say I'm so sorry for what's about to happen in this room. Which he thought they were just gonna get, some gigs for the closet not being well. As he went to open to say something, he lets out the most loudest, strongest part that didn't seem like it ever was gonna end. Fumigated the entire room. And then the people came in the room. Well, he said the cute lady came in the room first, checked one thing and said, y'all count this clean. And as she was about to say clean, she had her mouth open, and the suction, all of it came into her mouth. She hit the ground, tried to run out. And when you run, fart, you can't go nowhere. It follows you. So she went past the other two, and they hit the ground, low crawling out the room. And somebody busted out with, I heard milk gets rid of the smell. He said, where the fuck we're gonna get milk? But it sounds funnier when he says it. I got a little bit of it, but it's just the point. And he was like, I wish you wouldn't have said, did that. You must have had a jalapenos because it's all in my mouth. It's horrible. But they didn't get a gig. They didn't check the closet.
They didn't even get to the closet. God.
Nope. They didn't even get barely in the room.
Watch it.
Not sure. Anyways. I need to keep up with my nails.
Hey, I'm glad you're on here. So, what particular brand of hair product do you recommend for a male? Such as, the ones of our hair texture.
Hey.
The reason why I say this, because my sister told me it's bad to use the 3-in-1, shampoos and what have you.
Yeah.
Even though I find it a lot more convenient.
It is convenient, but it's not healthy for your hair because, I understand, your scalp sweats, but your hair and your scalp are two different things.
You can't help me.
Right. Now, Lau, I have to ask these questions because, again, if I'm left to my own devices, I really don't give a damn. I only get a haircut once a year anyway, so, I really don't give a fuck. But at the same time, it's not exactly presentable.
There are different things. I can actually get the one that, because I also use the one he uses here, but me personally, if I'm at home, I use, it's an olive oil shampoo and conditioner. And he uses a leave-in, he has a leave-in conditioner. There's one he can wash out. But I would do the washout so that you can go ahead and get it out of your way. But if you don't feel like staying in there long enough to rinse it back out, get a leave-in conditioner. There are a few brands. There's a lot of them that have Africa involved in it. The name, because they gear towards this, but
I'm about to say, because you do have to remember too that I stay in a predominantly Caucasian, spot of America over here.
Oh, you're good.
So
because
finding certain shit will be kind of
it will always be on the beauty section now, and it will be normally really small in a situation, unless you go to Walmart, and then for some weird reason they normally have a smaller or bigger section.
Reload. Let's keep moving.
One of the two. And if there's any other black people, they're all taking it, so you want to get there early enough.
It's very far in between. For instance, I can't even find pink oil. At all.
Well, you can, but you're not gonna want to do it.
Noted.
Ordering sometimes sucks like bitch.
I'd rather not order anything that's bottled. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just letting you know, because I'm being honest. When we order stuff for us, some reason it's always like $5 to $10 more than what we should have gotten.
Oh, money don't matter, but I get your point here.
Do you copy?
I will say this though, before I fucking go on with this,
Go
I
on.
do have the stream up, by the way.
You all right?
Oh, you do?
Yep.
All right, sir.
But like I said, these are things like I'm starting to get a little bit more self-conscious about the shit. Like I said, I still personally don't mind.
Finish them all. Shut them over here.
Oh shit.
I'll be in there in a moment.
Our gunship was shot down. We barely made it.
Tell that damn jigaboo to get his ass in the stream too.
We're trying to contact
Girl.
our ship.
Sorry. I'm used to saying, no, not you, honey. He's talking about this one over here. Nah, he ain't about it.
Of course he is. That don't mean he can't get up in the stream.
We'll get you out
He
of
needs
I
something
ain't
what he's
going-
doing when he's on the toilet.
Are you listening? I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get to that gunship.
I mean, that shit, it ain't really much else I can get on at this point that I'm actually gonna have fun on. Need for Speed's pulling bullshit. That DNF shit was bullshit. Ain't shit to do on Final Fantasy.
What the hell are those?
No.
I could do shit on SAO, but no.
I guess the bigger question are, do you have any allergies to anything?
Outside of penicillin, no.
Okay, cool. Because, see, like, my mom, she can't have tea tree. Anything that has tea tree in it, it burns, and I don't want her to have that. I mean, you can go Herbal Essence with it. I know that sounds really, really bad, but they have it for men. Old Spice is more than what a lot of people get. Just honest.
Yeah, that's the 3-in-1 I'm using is the Old Spice. I actually love the smell of it. It's fucking great.
This is Anderson. Do you read?
Okay. They probably have a shampoo and
Buy a
conditioner
downed gunship in the
apart.
harbor.
They
Activating
should.
its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here.
Which one you talking about?
Lieutenant! Damn it! Lost the signal.
Okay.
Let's hope
I
that
don't know.
beacon does its job. And fast.
I'll
We've
be
got
in
company.
there in a moment. No, I don't think you're gonna be having that in you after.
Can I? Oh, there we go.
Then there's always Avon. But anyway,
Hope they get there
Avon is
soon.
for everybody.
You and me
literally.
both.
I'm gonna jump in there. Where is my YouTube?
Do I have this shit on extreme?
Probably.
Very good chance I do. Because it takes too many bullets to kill something.
Oh snap! No, I will watch that later. Let me put that in my watch later. I shouldn't even be watching it. It's just funny to watch. What's it called? Amber Heard's lawyers. It's just funny to watch them.
Oh, that shit, dude. Oh my god. That shit is a travesty. I don't even know why they trying. It's a
I wish
wrap.
they'd. It's funny and it's. I object. How do you object to your own question? Enough said. Anyway.
I'm sitting there looking at it like, man, first and foremost, y'all shouldn't even try to fucking make a court case out of it because y'all weren't gonna win it. Johnny Depp is literally everybody's favorite. You wasn't winning that.
I was like, he's been in many people's lives for a long time. But I did learn something through the case. I learned that Johnny Depp's mother and father were in abusive relationship. Why can't I talk?
Abusive relationship. You're good. We're here.
I'm having issues today. I think I was out in the sun too long.
About time.
It'd be like that. It was torrential downpour this morning.
Oh, that would have been beautiful though.
It was until I had to go out in it.
No, I'm saying like I love driving in the rain. I love being in like.
See,
Okay,
I would
well,
agree with you, except one thing though. Like,
I just don't like people.
oh, see, not because I don't. It is the people out here. It's too many people in one concentrated area, and everybody drives 30 miles an hour when anything comes out of the sky.
You at least get nah. Here, if anything besides sunlight hits the ground, they go 80 and up, and they're like, "Hey, I can drive in this." Never crash.
We're in this fight together.
But that is Texas, though. That's the epitome of
It's a
Texas.
fight we can't lose.
It's like,
Not without help.
I swear, Sonic should be on the Texas sign talking about gotta go fast.
Yeah, no, they really Texas with the way that Texas is set up road-wise. They really shouldn't have speed limits.
Then make them. Now go. That's an order.
When it's open road with land, it probably not, because I don't know anyone that goes 80, just plain 80 down the road that don't have problems with their vehicle,
I'll be back
me
for you,
included.
and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck. You too, Sheriff.
They make
But I
this
ain't
shit
gonna-
look so good.
My mom got pulled over. No. Mom was at a gas station, I think in Austin, and a cop told her a story about this guy he pulled over in a, I don't remember what the car was, but it was a master car. Or was it a guy or was it a girl? Maybe it was a girl. And she was almost at 100. Yeah, it was a girl. She was almost at 100, and the cop was like, you know, why were you flying? She was like, well, the dealership said that if I get to 100, I can flip the car.
Oh God.
And he said, well, did you find out? She's like, you stopped me before I got to 100, so I don't know. And they got her out of the ticket because he found it funny.
And so it's crazy. I do a lot of speeding. I can't lie. I'm not a liar. But I have never actually been pulled over for speeding. I've always been pulled over DWB. Driving while black. I see you. I'm playing one of my most favorite games of all time. It's such a great fucking game. But so the first time that I was ever pulled over, I was in Bennettsville, South Carolina. I was in my personal vehicle that just so happened to be my mama's name. It was around midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. Mom gets up as I'm playing GTA and is like, "Yo, run to Walmart, get me a pack of cigarettes." I looked at her and I was like, "Alright, whatever." It was my day off. Went up there, cut the shit with everybody, grabbed her cigarettes. Was on the way home. I had a pair of blue jeans on, my red Jordans, like a compression long sleeve shirt, and my red button up shirt. I had too much red on for my own good, but it is what it is. I was in a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero.
What the hell's going on? Where's Anderson?
And
Hey!
I get out of the driveway, I take a right. I stop at the light. Light turns green, I take a left. As soon as I took that left,
Get help for the fight.
woo! I was like, alright.
Order us to leave?
We don't have a choice. Without help, this
And what I'm saying, he pulls me over,
enough.
he's like,
Don't you think
I was like, "What's up, officer? What's the deal?" He was like, "Nothing, man. I pulled you over,
You want out? You can catch a ride back.
cause one of your headlights was flickering.
Joker.
Your battery good, da da da. Like, mind you, I had just had a full overhaul of everything up under the hood. I knew everything was okay. Now I looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, nah. I mean, I just put the battery in and this, that, and third, this, that, and third." And as I'm talking to him out the corner of my eye, me being a trucker, I'm always aware of my surroundings while in the vehicle. Out the corner of my eye, I see his partner come up. Didn't have his lights on, nothing, right? Then he flashes his little flashlight in my ashtray.
Yes, sir.
And I looked at him. I looked at the first cop and I was like, "Oh, so y'all pulled me over for that?" He was like, "Oh no, don't make no assumptions now. We don't want no trouble. We just want to see if everything was okay with your vehicle." I was like, "Well, first and foremost, that is not DOT's concern. As long as my headlights work, as long as my tail lights work, as long as that light where my license plate is works, everything else is none of your concern. The fact that you pulled me over for
Why Mars? What does he think we'll find there?
assumptions, you pulled me over for assumptions. Am I being detained? No, I'm not. Was I speeding? No, I was not. I was at a stoplight. I'm a speed. So?
You didn't burn out either. So.
Ain't no burning out no damn Lero.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I gotta point that out. There ain't no burning out no damn Lero. You ain't burning out shit. These motherfucker. But nah, like he was like, man, you know, you're making a lot of assumptions. You want to step out of the vehicle? I was like, if I step out of this vehicle, bro, there's quite literally nothing you can legally do to me. I have a driver's license. Everything's up to date. Everything's up to code on my car. My insurance is paid. My taxes are paid. What you want from me? It was like, all right, man, you have a nice day.
Oh, okay.
I get back home. I look at mama. She look at me. She's like, why it take 35 minutes to go 15 miles down the road? I was like, first and foremost, you do that math again and get back with me. Second and foremost, here your cigarettes. I put it to you like this. When I got my license, I thought it was going to be the greatest day of my life. It was going to be the start of my life. It was going to be perfect. Motherfucker. All that did was turn me into a fucking errand boy.
You didn't know?
I didn't. No one warned me.
Poor child.
I remind you, I'm the oldest of 3.
Oh yeah, you were the guinea pig and everything.
Yeah, I had shit, but the welcome to the shit show was written on my chest. What's up?
They didn't give you the balloons?
Hell no. My nigga, I couldn't. Oh damn. I couldn't go nowhere by myself. I couldn't do nothing. I had to let her know where I was going.
How long you gonna be?
How long I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be there?
Yep, you were the guinea pig.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? It was rough, G. It was rough.
Yeah.
What's that? Alliance, Sergeant Reeves.
I had heard some bad news.
Keep a low profile till we know what's going on.
And I may have been flying, but I wasn't sure. The cop pulled me over anyways. But I was crying too. Perfect. Unless you're dealing with a female cop, no male cop wants to listen to a female cop cry. I mean, a female driver cry. I'm so sorry. It's not.
Hell, I don't even want to listen to that shit.
See? I mean.
Excuse me.
But that's not. I was like, especially if you weren't a part of it in the first place.
Yeah, as long as you ain't the cause of the crime, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And stuff. And when he got to the window, he was all like, "Ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, "You were sent by God."
Hey, yo, Najee, Najee.
Yeah, but I was in full tears, and I was like, "You were sent by God to come talk to me." And he was like, "Ma'am, what's wrong?" I was like, "I heard some bad," and I told him what happened. I don't remember exactly the story because it really did happen, but I really wasn't that hurt over it. And I'm sitting there like, God sent you here so I could talk to somebody about my problems. And he sent you. You are a blessing. And he said, "Ma'am, it's going to be okay." He's like, "This is what I want you to do." He's like, "How far are you from your home?" And I told him how far I was. And he said, "What I want you to do is take a few deep breaths, relax, wipe your eyes. Here's some tissue." I don't know where he had tissue on him at, but he gave me some tissue. It said, "I want you to be safe and go home. And it's gonna be okay, okay, ma'am?" I was like, "You didn't want to talk to me anymore?" He's like, "No, ma'am, we're good. I just want to make sure you're okay." He's like, "Don't need you having any problems. Don't want you to go in the ditch. Just relax." I said, "Okay." I was like, "Thank you, officer. What's your name?" And he gave me his name, and I was like, "Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're out here protecting us people." He quickly got in that car and drove off.
Listen, I've only got out of one ticket and one ticket only. Like, and that was when I fucking So my buddy had a puppy named Duke.
Duke.
He was gonna be a big ass dog. I don't even remember what breed he was.
Say Rockwell. Anyway.
Nah, he was bigger than that. He was gonna be a big boy. He had a lot of fur.
Oh, you mean like
He about to be
like
bigger than
Beethoven?
yeah. He would have been bigger than that.
Oh, snap. Okay, go ahead.
But he's a little puppy. You know what I'm saying? At one morning, I had been home from OTR. At my friend's house, I stayed with him. At my friend's house, I was the person that I woke up early all the time. Well, that particular morning, all the dogs were separated. So Duke was in his little playpen of sorts. Daisy was upstairs in my buddy's room while Domingo was downstairs. So first things first, I got Duke out of his kennel or his little playpen. We then went up there and got Daisy. Took them both out at the same time. With him being a puppy, I didn't have to worry about him taking the fuck off. I didn't have him on a leash. So I came back inside, left Duke to his own devices, took Daisy upstairs, and was about to go get Domingo. Well, when I got Domingo, I started looking around for Duke. Didn't see him.
Oh no.
So I take Domingo outside and I start looking for Duke. When I finally found Duke, he was up under my bed in my room, choking on dog food.
I do.
What?
And it wasn't puppy food. It was big dog food.
Oh.
They didn't separate the foods like they were supposed to. So Duke ended up getting to the big dog food.
Yeah,
And I tried to perform CPR to the best of my abilities. I woke Josh up. Josh tried to call his dad. His dad told us to hurry up and take him to the vet that was around the corner. When I tell you I did 120 through school zones.
Oh.
I was hauling.
Okay.
I caught air in that little goddamn Fusion hybrid. Had to replace a rim, but I caught air. Needless to say, we get to the little vet, and we got there 5 minutes too late.
Easy there, Lieutenant.
So Duke died in my arms. And
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
when I tell you that shit hurt, I ain't drive home right. So like as we got there, his mom popped up and was trying to, was gonna go ahead and pay for everything, and the doctors was like, well, we couldn't say, well, we're not gonna charge you for anything.
Why'd you come here?
And they were like, well, at least we can do is cover him up, you know what I'm saying, and give him back to you.
Hallelujah.
And on the way home, I was taking.
I've discovered plans.
I couldn't see. I was trying to drive and couldn't see. I was tearing the fuck up. It fucked me up. So not only did he die, basically, he was dying under my bed, but died in my arms. So,
Why now?
yeah, it hit a little bit different.
Mixed with
Yeah.
desperation.
And on the way home, I took one turn too wide
Bought us some time.
and got pulled over.
Investigation.
Cop gets to the door. It's like, man, you all right? You know what I'm saying? You took that turn hella wide.
Asking if I would use my
I was like, well,
position
there's two reasons. Mind you, my eyes red as shit.
My search led me here.
I was like, two reasons. One, I'm a truck driver, so I take every turn wide
Right.
out of
right.
impulse. And two, I had Josh, who was in the passenger seat, remove the blanket, and he was like, oh man, is he sleeping? I was like, nah, man, he didn't make it.
I suppose you're right.
He was like, oh,
In any case, my work paid off.
well, shit,
The
man.
archives are full of
I'll
data
follow you home.
helping him out.
Make sure you get off. Get home right, and
I guess I'll
my
wait
condolences.
to see it.
Right.
When I tell you I broke down like a
It's
fucking
not a
baby,
weapon, Not yet. It's plans for a
man,
device.
that shit hurt.
It's more than we had.
It still hurts.
How do we get it?
The
I-
archives are just across
Oddly
that
enough, I
tramway.
know how that feels, and it wasn't a
Assuming
dog at
services
that
have
point in
locked it
time,
down.
but I know how it feels with a dog too.
Yeah, they seem.
I
Not in
mean,
my arm.
it,
They want what I want.
it's really fucked up to say, but I don't feel shit when humans die.
Parthians came close to
Because at the
defeating
end of the day, there's so many variables to it, whether they could be living their full life, et cetera, et cetera.
powerful enough to destroy the
You know what I'm saying? There's so many components that to be taken in for a human. For a dog, especially for a dog that did not die of old age,
Yeah.
it hits different. Like when
It
we had
does.
to euthanize Huh. We had to euthanize another dog named Duke when I worked at the animal shelter. But
Huh.
yeah, I just thought about that shit. I didn't even make that correlation. But
Wow. So you
um,
shouldn't name no dog Duke around
oh
here.
no, never again. Um,
Never.
never again. But
They're getting
the first Duke, he had been in the animal shelter for a while. He had some real bad commitment issues and what have you. You know what I'm saying? Abandonment issues.
Mm.
Damn. All right, fuck all y'all. But I can't. Shit.
Dang.
Not a
They won't
problem
even let
with
you do
some
that?
probiotics. I can use singularity to draw them out.
But this Duke, he had abandonment issues and all that good jazz, and the only thing about it was that he
They've sabotaged
he didn't like humans,
Look for another way up.
and we had been doing our best to work on him and what have you. We ended up starting implement, but because of him, we came up with a new training method, and it was the play groups.
Reaper invasion. The next, there was
So we would take 3-4 dogs and have them outside with each other.
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
Well, this made Duke, grow significantly. He built up more confidence. He wasn't as aggressive as he was at one point. All that good jazz. And he the fuck?
Oh, okay. I didn't see him there.
I didn't either. But
That was cool. Go ahead. Good. I'm sorry.
oh no, you're good because I'm focusing on two things at once, trying to tell this story and also deal with this shit. I forgot how bad this game actually is when it comes down to that. I did not mean to do that already.
Shepard. See if we can gain access.
Okay, yeah. He with the play groups, it built his confidence, but made him more hostile to humans
Pain, see
that he didn't know.
that? Woman in the vid.
So for us that worked in the animal shelter, well, for me, he was more comfortable around me than anybody else that worked in the animal shelter.
Been locked down.
I'm really good with animals, but
Construction nearby. We can get out on the roof.
he showed aggression. So what he would do is that anybody knew, he would charge the door where they're out there on the play groups. He would charge the door and like bash you with his snout. It wasn't too aggressive. He didn't go out to bite people or anything like that, but it was a safety concern for most people.
Yeah, it scared you.
Well, for
You
me,
didn't
he
know.
didn't do it to me.
Well, not you exactly. I'm saying though, for people that didn't know, that'd be like, you don't really want to flinch when it comes to dogs.
Right, and also, like, we couldn't take him out with other males either.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was the, mind you, Duke was, he was, I want to say about 85 pounds of solid muscle. He standing on hind legs, he was about 5'7".
Oh, heck no.
He was a big boy.
Okay.
He was a big boy. And one day, I think the Achilles heel on it is that one day he did it to me, but didn't realize it was me.
This airlock shouldn't be open.
So like he did the snout thing to me, and he dick punched me with his snout. And I was like, "Yo, Duke is me. Yo, Duke is me." And then he just immediately just lit the fuck up.
Still here.
But he did that
Claw their way out.
in front of my manager.
Even by Cerberus standards.
Oh.
My manager seen it, and what she did, she was okay with Duke, but didn't have an issue. But what she did was she waited until I left and sent somebody else in. And when I left, Duke did that same thing.
So Duke had to be put down.
Yep. And they did it on one of my days off. So I had came up there. I don't even remember what I went up there for. I went up there for something.
You left your food.
Nah, it was something. It was something trivial. I think I was going up there just to see if they needed help.
Something told you to go up there, huh?
Or something did. Something really did. And I got up there and everybody was around this kennel. And I was like, what's going on? You know, is it time for the shots again? Our manager was like, yeah, it's time for shots, but not the one that that you're going to like. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, well, he's too aggressive towards humans. We got to euthanize him. And I snapped. I was like, no. You ain't got to euthanize him. I'll take him. And she was like, well, I know you got the $90 because we pay you. But can you ensure that he won't be around anybody else? And at the time, I was driving team and OTR at the time. And I didn't know, Duke didn't do well around kids. And at the time, my little brother was like 8, 9.
I guess we know how Cerberus.
And it just wasn't going to happen. I didn't have a place where he could go. And I had to carry that big son of a bitch to the fucking freezer.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on.
And that broke me down too. But I had to come up out of that quick because 90 pounds just normal turns into about 180 pounds dead weight.
Come on.
And that was a long walk. And when I broke, yeah, right. When I broke down, what I'm saying, my boss comes up and hugs me. She about the same size as me as far as height. So that was a very awkward hug. Now that I'm sitting back and thinking about it, but it came from a good place. Shouldn't I ain't gonna say shouldn't no woman be 5'11", but at the same rate for her stature, it shouldn't have been like that. I wonder what she's doing nowadays. I might have to go back home and see.
Yeah.
Might have to scoop in and see if she got a husband yet.
Okay.
Now she make good money.
Normally we get our dogs in twos.
Mm-hmm.
My first set, I named them Marley and Charlie. They were from the same litter. They both had different dads, but they were mixed with Chow. They were the smaller set. One was extremely smart, extremely strong.
Excuse me.
He was a escape artist, and then we had the other one who was mixed with Poodle. That was Charlie.
Houdini.
Charlie he just didn't like lightning. He didn't like thunder. He didn't care about lightning. Just didn't like thunder. As long as he didn't have to do with thunder, he was a happy-go-lucky puppy. Marley, like I said, was an escape artist, so we had to learn to tie him down. This tell you what, he escaped one time with the tire and the chain still attached to him. He went under a fence with the tire and the chain.
Oops.
This is how strong he is. And the tire wasn't just a tire, it was also a rim.
Oh, my boy wasn't playing.
And he's just going down the street. Doop, 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 doop. Crazy.
Oh shit.
Okay. But yeah, he got to the point where he liked sitting in. No, that's a monster. That's it. Where you at? He said you should log on to give him a review. How did it get on camera? But yeah, he used to sit in my chair. He wouldn't let nobody else sit, and it rocked. And he liked to rock the chair. He learned how to rock the chair. Well, with a chain, you have to be careful about that stuff. He slipped. I wasn't there when it happened, and he had wrapped the chair around with the chain. Well, the chain around the chair, and I was the one that came up on him. Charlie had been trying to get someone's attention to help his brother because they weren't close to each other.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd
Really?
only scratched the surface.
Did you try YouTube?
With Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
Oh, well, follow him on YouTube. Oh,
It's the same as his. Same as.
hold on. Can I please breathe?
That's the
Thank
tram
you.
line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can arrive at the security station. It's just through here.
But yeah. You know he also sent this to you, so you sent it to me, right? That was one. Yeah, that's then we ended up with two more dogs. They were both chow mixes. One looked like a bear, and the other one was the runt. Again, we keep ending up with the runt and one normal.
Those are some of the best dogs, though.
It's the only
Yeah,
way I know.
Tony was a very beautiful, beautiful dog. Like I said, he was a runt, and he was sweeter than God knows what. But he wanted to prove he was alpha, and Johnny told him he wasn't. If he could get close enough, he said, I was alpha. Whatever.
Damn it!
So, that was cool. My birthday had rolled around, I think it was like the year after my graduation, maybe in 2 years. And some pit bulls, a mother and her puppies, got free from a home, wandered into my yard, and attacked my dog on my birthday. And my mom was the only one home. I'm not saying I dislike pit bulls, but I had a lot of bad experiences with people who mistreated or did not take care of their pit bulls.
Oh, I see you,
And
Vax.
more
What's
than one
good?
occasion. He says, "What's good?" So that was a big thing. Like I said, I don't mind the dog, but the people who raise the dogs aren't always the smartest.
Most of the time, they never are. Like, I've never been able to raise an aggressive dog. At one point, I even tried. And I legit can't make. I make an aggressive dog.
Looks like they've made it to the archives. And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
But yeah, so
Can you override?
it's like there's too much love I put into my animals.
I mean, right.
The archives are on a separate
But at the same rate, like I look at it like this: like I've had a number of pits,
What if we could find a short-range tram?
and every one of them has just been goofy. Hell, I
They've all
had
been real
Then we
pretty.
convince them that
I had a boxer bulldog, and I named him Droopy. And this was I was an adolescent. I was the adolescent of adolescences. And I wish I still had the picture of him. The first day we got him, he literally was sprawled in the middle of my grandma's yard on his back,
I found something.
both front legs pointed to the right, and his legs spread, knocked the fuck out. Slump.
Got it.
And I was just like, ain't this some shit? This nigga sleep like a human. My nigga was dead ass in the middle of the yard. It was a sunny day. In the middle of the sun, just. I was like, this nigga here.
But they've definitely done something.
But that was my escape artist. So, Droopy literally he has broken out of full body harnesses.
This to their own people.
He is broken out of chain link, chain leash,
That's what Cerberus
stakes in the ground. Everything you can think of, he is broken out of it.
So you
My-
met Marley then, huh?
Compare me to
So we stayed on, what was the name of that street? It was Carter. The name of the street was Carter Street in the High Point.
Is it really you?
We stayed beside a really bad neighborhood, but they didn't bother us because of where we were at. One day I went to my buddy's house. I left Droopy at home. This was the first time I had done it because normally I'd bring Droopy up and he would play with my buddy's dog Rocky, who was a 110-pound chocolate lab. And that was the one day
I'm the same person I always was.
I left him at home. I went up there. Me and him decided to go to the basketball court. Back then we had bikes. So, we get on our bikes, we go to the basketball court. I get to the basketball court, we playing ball.
Get that tram set.
And I stopped doing everything I was doing because I heard a sound. It was metal on concrete.
Delta team.
And I was like, man,
You there?
where the fuck does that come from? I look to the right of me. This nigga straight up
We're
hauling
waiting for extraction.
Oh
All
God.
hostiles
with the goddamn 10-foot. I'm sorry, so with the 30-foot leash coming behind him,
Mm-hmm.
hauling with the goddamn stake
They bought it.
if they didn't.
Still attached.
still attached, hauling ass.
Flank them
And
with
I'm
a
like,
train.
then me and Brandon look at each other. This nigga here.
Understood. Got it.
He gets into basketball court. You know, fucking. This was the only boxer bulldog that I've ever had, and my mom told me to clip his tail. I didn't.
On it.
He was the most off-balance, goofy motherfucker that I've ever seen in my life.
Here they come.
So he gets on the goddamn court. He's fucking wagging tail. Everybody, oh shit, that's a big ass dog. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. He wagging, just happened to be in the vicinity. Shit. Fucking, the way I had to get rid of him, and I still blame my mom to this day for what happened. But we couldn't take care of him as far as taking him to the vet and all that good stuff. We assumed he had worms and what have you, so we had to give him up to the Humane Society in Hot Point. And the problem about that is that he ended up in the kill shelter.
Ah.
So with him being, Droopy was like, I want to say Droopy was about 6-7 years old.
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
So
They
with him
couldn't
being
find
on the
a
bigger
control.
size, yeah, they couldn't find nobody to take him. And it took me, let me see, by bike it took me about an hour to get to the shelter. And I would visit him every weekend. And one weekend I got there and he wasn't in his cage. And I was like, oh, well, you know, y'all found him a home. And the biggest white dude that I've possibly seen in my life, Berman had to be every bit of like 6'11". Walks up's like, yeah, man, nah, he reached the expiration date. And I was like, what does that mean? They were like, well, we couldn't keep him anymore. We couldn't find him a home, so we had to put him down.
I'm sorry. That would have been one of the moments I really wish I would go ahead and lie to you.
Like, not because, like, the thing about it is that, and I talked to my mom about it to this day, is that we could have kept him. We could have, you know, got him to the vet. We could have got him his shots and everything he needed. Well, my mom's excuse back then was saying that she couldn't afford it. She actually came out and said the reason why she didn't, and it was because, in her eyes, I didn't spend enough time with him.
So she killed an innocent dog because she felt like you didn't spend enough time with him.
Yep. And then the worst part about it is that she wasn't home when the people got there. So I had to put him in the back of the animal control car myself. Any animal that I've personally ever had, my mom has gotten rid of.
Wow.
But she went out and bought my kid's sister a dog and is keeping it, making sure it gets shots, making sure it's been to the vet, everything.
Oh, is this one of those I feel bad for it? Or is it just because it's your little sister?
My little sister needs it. My little sister is extremely suicidal at the age of 18.
Okay.
Like, it's bad. Like,
Oh.
she can't even go, like, she can literally walk around the house, stub her toe, and be like, she want to kill herself. It's that bad. So it's an emotional support animal.
Okay, I can see that. I
But,
want one.
shit, I couldn't have one because I needed it more than she did at the time. Because back then I had it bad. I used my sense of humor to cover it up, but it was rough. So for literally 8 years of my upbringing, I was alone.
Your people are turning
My mom worked 2 jobs. My dad was never there.
improved.
But enough of the gloomy shit.
Yeah, so happiness. I love ice cream. I
Listen.
think cookies and cream is overrated, but it's beautifully good.
Wait, which
And I
one
had
is
a
it?
wedding. Cookies and cream.
Earth is under siege.
I get that. You had a wedding.
Yeah. I had a small wedding of three people. Well, okay, it was 2 people and an ice cream. We were in the kitchen. Me and my cousin's mother, who not the fondest of, but she is scared, but also loves me. And I married my ice cream, and
Okay.
Give me control of your
yeah.
resources, and I'll stop.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I wasn't invited. I like ice cream. Like my dad, that shit just went so far left field for me.
Where were you going for real?
I was sitting here thinking that you had gotten married to Daniel. I ain't know what the fuck just happened. I was like, yo, what the fuck I miss?
You've gone too far.
What? I'll go over that another time, but no, we're not. But anyway.
Context.
Context, right? No, it was me and ice cream, and I didn't get a divorce. Passed away, so I became a widower.
Ah. Alright. Alright. I feel like my favorite ice cream has to be cookie dough.
Cookie dough is good.
Enough talk.
What about you, love? Vanilla, right?
Hey,
Hi, love.
Duly noted. What?
Where were you at? Well, what is your favorite ice cream since you're here?
yeah, he lives the unfortunate but tasteless life.
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Ouch. Oh,
Yeah.
that's like, okay, when I was talking about the macaroni and cheese.
Hey,
I understand.
step away from the console.
I couldn't deal, boy. I couldn't deal, boy. I can't live in a life without macaroni and cheese, boy. Oh, God.
You haven't golfed.
I'm too fat for that. Oh. I'm going through withdrawals. I'm starting to shake.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
So is it like all dairy, like even like stuff that's not made from milk, like not. Let me stop. Sorry, not made from animals. Because I know it's still a nut and there's soy, but I was just like, you can't even have those kinds.
There she is.
Stay on.
She's getting away.
So hold it. So, but what about the 1% milk? Oh, I'm stupid. Don't listen to me.
She had a
I
fucking
admit it,
bro
I was
moment.
stupid. I had a moment. I'm sorry, Laugh. I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
You have been the hated.
Who put you off the bus, Monty?
Damn. Ah.
Man. So, just wondering. So, what is your diet intake then?
Radio to Normandy. Get them down here now.
Definitely not sleep.
Oh.
I
my
like
God.
broccoli.
Yep. What about cauliflower?
She's getting away.
Oh. Yeah.
Damn it. James. Normandy. Anybody.
This is white broccoli. I love that. This white broccoli.
I got this.
Just the white broccoli. It's all good. What?
I don't know how
Okay, what
it's racist
about-
as you. Oh, wait, hold on. You are white, right? I've never asked. Wait, what? I've never asked this question of ethnicities. That's a hell of a hybrid.
We need the data.
Like I said, I sit here and think about it. I've never actually asked. I mean, I know for a fact that Roz and fucking Isker white. That shit can't be
Well,
avoided.
gonna be honest, like, not trying to sound funny, but I always thought Lao was Asian.
I
Orders.
can see it.
Finish.
I mean, I haven't known him long, but I always thought he was Asian.
I can see it. Given tendencies and being overpowered in video games and all that good jazz. Like I said, I can see it.
Maybe. There's a chance.
He's got Asian in his fingers.
So that's a pretty wall right there.
I cannot. I cannot. But no, like like I said, I've never actually went over ethnicities with anybody. I kind of just assumed. Should stop doing assumptions. Just start asking. But I mean, even asking, it sounds kind of racist.
Like,
What
hey,
are you?
I would like to know. I would like to know your nationality background. Would you mind sharing with me?
I'm gonna go ahead and be real with you. I'm gonna give you the ghettoest version of that possible.
What are you?
What you is?
What you done?
Oh shit! What time is it? Hold up. 7:30. No.
When you're having fun, you lose track of time.
It's horse shit. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm about to get on a diet. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm about to start showing up less and less here in the next few weeks. I need to start going to the gym.
If
I gotta
you're
get
bettering
right.
yourself,
The Citadel is our best chance.
that's all that matters. Just let us know that you're alive. That's all we ask.
I can't promise I'm gonna do that. I'm really
You
good
got
at
once a
disappearing.
week.
I'm
You got
really
once
good
a
at.
week.
Once
Once a week before we send out something.
Motherfuckers gonna put out an APB.
Mhm. Like
But nah, like I need to start going to the gym. I mean, I've got the eating patterns down as long as I can stay away from DoorDash. Excuse me.
you know you could fix that too, even with DoorDash. You know that, right?
Yeah, but see, I like.
No.
Can you clear this up?
I'll do my
What you mean? No. Hold up. Let me explain.
Look, I'm about to be that black mama in the corner. You know you could do better, even with that.
Well, see, I look at it like this: is that not only is it kind of expensive, I need to put it down anyway because I like places like Planet Sub and Firehouse and all that good jazz. So like consistently eating that stuff is not healthy.
preliminary evidence.
No,
I need to start cooking a little bit more, but I don't like doing my own dishes, and that shit's a pain in the ass after you cook.
Well, if you use the same thing, you would have a better chance of cleaning only the same dish.
Oh, it's not even like I say. I use the pots and pans and all that good jazz. Actually, having to clean that is annoying.
Okay. Look, hun, I'm going.
I'm lazy. Okay, I'm lazy.
I'll be honest with you. If you make your food, you eat. When you go put up your plate, if you do it right then, you won't have no issue with it.
So that's the kicker. I don't actually use plates. I use paper plates. I avoid doing dishes as much as possible.
Do you put it in the trash, and is the trash in the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. Putting away the plate. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sorry. My mom likes pet plates, and since I take care of her, it's in the kitchen. I throw that away. I take it. If it's something that's going to leave residue, I put it in the sink. If I know it's going to stick, I soak it. I go back in it in probably an hour, and you can set your clock for it. Rinse that stuff off. At least make it where it'd be easier if you need to re-clean it another time. Get all the extra residue out. And the dishwasher is not actually a dishwasher. It's a sanitizer, and I don't know why they call it a dishwasher.
I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
Yeah, I don't even use my dishwasher. I have one. Everything works on it perfectly fine. I don't use it. I don't have enough dishes to warrant me using it.
Exactly. But like I said, that's it. If you get the residue out, you can go over it when you're about to use it again and wash that sucker real quick. It'd be good as long as you get that residue out.
I'm going to check on Ashley.
And like, honestly, I look at it like this: is that
I'm sure the council was
if I could actually start doing even the tiniest bit of cardio outside of what I'm doing currently, because my legs are solid steel. Well, from the knee down, a solid steel. Like, you know, it's cliche to say it, but I'm built different for my weight.
I actually understand this.
So, like, I don't necessarily look what my weight actually is. I look like I'm like 280 when I'm anything fucking but. I'm a lot higher than that. But if I can just, like I say, if I can start doing some cardio on my days off, and then, cause I can't do no weightlifting at all. That lactic acid is kicking my ass, and I have to drive, so I actually have to use my arms. Cause I tried it at one point. I went to the gym with there was a guy that was gonna be my personal trainer for pro bono. He was gonna do it for free. I worked out one time with him, and it took me 4 days to recover.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And in the midst of that 4 days, that fourth day was when I had to work.
Oh, yeah.
So trying to navigate and drive with, you know, T-Rex arms was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that.
I set it up that way so you could laugh at it.
I don't, but I thought about it for real. I was like, that's actually kind of cruel.
Looks like they might be coming to see you. Commander Shepard.
I'm trying to get to a point where I can save so I can go to bed. Damn, game.
Captain Bailey.
No, it said nope.
Good to see you again.
But
You too. Though it's Commander.
if you believe you could do it, then you can do it.
Man, all I gotta do, if I shed 80 pounds, but I'm trying to get right, you know what I'm saying? So bitches look twice when they look at me, you feel me? Instead of being like, that's a fat nigga.
None taken.
He probably got a little meat. Cause
Let them think what they gonna think.
I feel like that's the assumption with women, like when they look at a big male, like, oh, he ain't got no meat, or oh, he ain't doing this, or he probably smell his underboob probably smell funny.
Really? Okay.
I have a hell of an imagination, so I can go all day with this.
I realize you already even said I'm built different. Cause my biggest thing, okay, when I was younger, more so than anything else, one of my biggest fears, and my mom, you could never ask her if you ever met her, is I said that I didn't want to marry or date a black guy. And she was like, why? I was like, because if I do it, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, it's going to be dark, they're going to be dark, and all I see is their eyes illuminating and beating their tails.
Yes, that's great.
That was my only issue. And then, you know, later I was like, you know, that's a horrible stigmatism. And I'm black. What
It's
is
true
gonna
though.
look like with somebody else wake up and see my eyes illuminate?
They see your eyes and your teeth and shit, boy, there fucked up, but ooh. Yeah.
Right? So,
But
well,
I
I
get
realized
that.
that's not how it looks. That's not how it looks. Thank
I
God.
can't see
Even
myself
though
in the dark, so I mean,
the thing is, like, see, my dad is like burnt dark, like
ooh.
black dark. I'm not. My mama's not. Half of my family isn't. But he's blue black. And we used to play hide and seek with him, and he would go find somewhere out in the darkness, close his eyes and close his mouth, and that was it. You could never find him.
That's how I said it, man. I said it like if I was ever in a wild cop chase, bro. On God, I'm getting butt ass naked and I'm hiding in the dark spot I can find.
Just who I was looking for.
And I ain't even that black.
Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I mean, in the dark, it makes better sense than, you know.
I'm not doing that in the light. First and foremost, I ain't gonna start no cop chase in the light.
Called Battle Space.
Oh, you didn't want to do a Need for Speed moment.
Oh
My
no.
producers want me embedded on
First and
You know,
foremost, I would
Doc-
never want to have a cop chase in my car.
Why would I want that?
I would never want that because that means you have to give up your car
this war.
essentially
Won.
to get away.
Alliance security clearance.
Because you ain't getting away otherwise. Not with the way the cop cars are built these days.
Segments I filed.
No, they have a lot
Arrangement like
more.
that?
Because wasn't it the other day? Yeah,
Tell your
yeah, it
producers
was.
yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any
But
questions?
no, I look at it like this: like
How much gear can I bring?
if I had the demon, you know what I'm saying, the Challenger demon. If I had that, then I wouldn't even be worried about it because that's easy to get away from cops. But at the same rate, would I want to start something like that? No, not my personal vehicle. But I can say this: for the longest time, like even now, really well, now it's kind of the stigma behind it is a little bit loosened I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here because I'm gonna have